Hello, Capricorn. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. Website on the side here is schifferbooks.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you want that information, of course. Hopefully that's readable on camera. Supportive Oracle cards. Spellcasting Oracle cards by Flavia, Barbara, and Lisbeth. There's the full spellings of their names if you'd like them. Websites on the back here are She Who Is Art. There's a couple others. Feel free to freeze frame and check that stuff out if you'd like to, of course. Okay. Capricorn. Alright. My first thought is we need to kind of get it in order. Okay. I mean, that kind of makes sense. Okay, so can we put the rest of it? I didn't get all the cards. That's interesting. Okay. Okay. What do we need to do to make... I feel like I keep wanting to straighten it up. I keep wanting to make sense of it. It's not bad. Okay. Capricorn is what Capricorn is. And you've always put it out there this is what I'm expecting, this is what I'm doing, that's what I expect to get out. This is what I'll put in and I expect to get out the same amount. Especially if you're working towards a goal, it's not like it's a mystery. You're putting in the effort for a reason. Are you going to tell everybody everything they want to know? I'm not thinking that. Just because somebody wants an answer doesn't mean they're going to get one. But your actions are very loud in the sense of when you're putting work into something, you're expecting to get something out. You don't just throw away your time. Even if you're going to give your time to a charity, or if you're going to give money to a charity, it's because you believe in that charity and you believe what you're doing is going to make a positive effect on what you're giving it to. You give it with purpose. There's a reason. I think me giving money here going to have a great effect down there. Therefore, I will do that because that effect is good for me and everybody else that I care about. So yes, I will do that. It's not just well, oh, it sounds fun. I hope it works out. Whew, money. No, that's not Capricorn. So you got the Queen and King of Pentacles here, which they're both equal. Don't get caught up in the gender, but this is very much fortifying. You are who you say you are. You are who you show yourself to be. And it's not like it's a mystery. And I feel like you're standing there it's not a mystery. It's literally not a mystery. You have been speaking about this for a long time, telling people, if you want to stick with me, if you want to be in my connection, if you want to be in my world, this is what my world is made of. If you don't fit in my world, okay, but don't hang out. Don't hang out here if you don't fit in my world. I'm not going to let you change my world. This is what it is. I don't let other people change my circumstances, where I live, how I live. This is who I am. I'm not a negotiable. I am a this is what I am. So somebody thinks that they can... I feel this has happened before where somebody tries to change who you are. Or they get this idea that they can get you to do something differently or whatever. Now, while you welcome information to a point, you will decide if that information will be applied. Somebody's coming in. I get the Strength card coming in. Somebody's trying to get you to change. Somebody's you know what? You want this better. You need this better. This could go better for you. You're not doing that right, Capricorn. You need to do it like this, and this is why. So the information, it's kind of I feel like the way it starts off, you're I don't like how this is starting off. But for whatever reason, I think you have heard this person out. Their way of speaking it is not the best, but it's kind of whatever. I want the information, so I'll overlook the way it's coming across because I want that information. Give me the information, and I'll decide what I'm going to do with it. I feel like they're really kind of pushing your buttons, but you're holding it together because, whatever. So they're doing this. You're hearing them out. I'm getting with the Page of Swords, you're hearing them out. But the Page of Swords is not about action, it's about information. Swords are about information, usually. There can be some action within them, depending on what's going on. But it's kind of like, I'll hear you out. I'll hear you out. Tell me what you're thinking. So they're telling you what they think. And then the next day, they've moved stuff around on you. Oh, see, that's not okay. I think this is where the conflict is coming in. It's kind of like they're telling you the way you have your house set up is wrong. They're telling you why, and they're telling you how it needs to be set up and why. And they're giving you how everything would work out better, and this is where this needs to go, and that's where that needs to go. And you're like, it's like it's just informational to you. You come home the next day, they've moved stuff around. They've started getting this going, they have this set up, they've called people, they've set up appointments. And you're like, oh, you better cancel those quick and put my stuff back where it belongs. This is not working. Oh, no, we're not doing that. 5 of Wands, 8 of Wands. It may have happened really fast, but you're like, no, that's not how this works. That is not at all how this works. Put my stuff back where it was. Cancel everything you thought was going to happen. None of that is going to happen. I don't care if you're right or not. You're not going to bully me into doing anything. And it comes across really strong, really fast. I'm not doing that. I don't care how much you like it. I don't care how much you think it's right. This is not happening here. You're not pushing me into anything. This is where the conflict happens. I've probably said it a lot, but it's like even the strongest doesn't understand how strong Capricorn gets when you're going to hold the line. When you're not going to give up, you're not going to give up. You're literally not going to give up. That's where the conflict comes in. They thought that they were just going to push you forward. That's like, the analogy is basically saying they thought they were going to push you forward. And you're like, oh, no, that's not how this was going to go. You're not going to push me forward that way. Now, I do feel like there's some reconciliation here. Pretty much immediately. Because I feel like somebody's admitting like they were wrong to do what they did. They immediately admit that they were wrong to do what they did. Whatever they did, however they took it forward, they were wrong to do the way they did. Okay. They're trying to salvage this connection. Alright, they're trying to salvage this connection. They want to correct it. And I get, like, it does seem like we make this right. With the Lover's card coming in, I do feel like we make this right. So what is that over there then? Okay, let's keep going. Like, is there anything? I'm kind of well, they admit to it. They put things. They do put things back. I think that's what it is too. They own what they did wrong and they correct it. They do. The Chariot comes out on the card on the dice, and then the 8 of Swords reversed. They make it right. They put things back, but then they're like, I don't think we're gonna match here, Capricorn. They correct it first, so they're on good terms with you. But I also feel like they're also saying, you know what? I don't think we're gonna match, Capricorn. I don't think this connection between me and you is gonna work. I understand that was wrong what I did. But I don't see you as somebody who changes the way I need to change, so I think we're going to need to go our separate ways. What friendship, coworker, something else, whatever it is, I feel like this is like the last moment. Maybe this has happened a few times with this person, but this is what looks to be the last time. They're very devastated about this. You seem to be looking at this like, you know what? It's not worth the fight. We just don't match. You seem to have this. The Sun card is kind of like, I do want this to end. And the fact that they're accepting this and going on, they're choosing to go on and leave me alone, I don't see it upsetting you. In fact, you really like it. The Sun card is like the best outcome in the deck. And you got the well-being. Yeah, well-being. Like, I feel like, yeah, I don't want to deal with this anymore. It's a peaceful ending. One of the reasons this is a peaceful ending might be because you have this seed holding off to the side as it is. And it's kind of like, if that gets out of my way, and maybe you've thought this a couple times, if that wasn't here, I would do this. If that would leave me alone, I would do that. This is something else. If this would just go away, I have something else I would replace it with in 5 seconds. I feel like maybe you've thought about it so much that when this energy moves on, something better moves in. Transformation happens really fast, and I keep trying to understand how, because Capricorn doesn't usually move that fast. That's not usually an energy that Capricorn does, but it's kind of like, no, I've been wanting this to go. And the fact that it moved on its own, I'm ready to move in what I want. But it's a seed. It's the start. It doesn't mean like we're not moving from one house to the next. It may be one of those things where I'm going to start selling this house because this person's gone, but I know what the new house is. I know what house I want to go towards next. I already know what house I want in its place. I know where I want to live, what type of place, where I want to go. I already know where that is in my mind. Now that this change is happening, it opens up that door, and I can start working on what I actually want versus what I actually have. And that new doorway opens for you. The new beginning starts. I feel like this whole reading is about where this is going, where this last situation, or this seems to be the last conflict with this person. I feel like what they're saying is, like, when they want to call it quits, just let them do what they need to do. I wouldn't say much. I would just kind of like, I would just say, like, at the most, okay, and then just step back. Because it feels like they're going to do most of the work to shut this connection down with you and them. And it opens up new doorways for you very easily. You don't really have to say much for this to change. It's just like stepping back and letting it happen. After you, you're going to stand up for yourself regardless. Doesn't matter what I say. If I was a big enough fool to say, oh no, Capricorn, let them have their way, that would be a wasted sentence on my side, because, yeah, you're going to do what you need to do, but no matter what I say. You're going to do what you need to do. It's this, after that, just stepping back and just letting it all peacefully change so that you can just start moving towards what you want and just letting it kind of move on and clear out on its own. It's like a smoky room, just clearing out the smoke and like letting this person clean up all the walls and everything else afterwards, and cleaning the furniture from that smell too. And it's all cleaned, it's all gone, the smoke is gone, and now you can do what you want with this space. It's just sitting back after you've said your piece, when you need to, because you're going to need to. After you've said your piece, just sitting back and just letting it all clear out. Just letting it all clear out. And when it's all clear, then you just start changing everything to where you originally wanted it anyway. It's kind of what it feels like to me. Or where you discovered you wanted it anyway during the process. Because I feel like you've thought about it enough that you know where you actually want it to be. Anything else? All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.